There are so many urgent needs, from education to climate change to gender empowerment. Why should governments and development partners prioritise water, sanitation and hygiene?
I am not saying that I'm not advocating. You will never hear me advocating for put everything in water, forget the rest. Of course not. It is, however, true that water is an underlying determinant, for example, for health. But also, let me tell you another story. I remember being in Senegal, visiting a school, talking with the girls, who told me, while we are menstruating, we stay at home, we don't come to school. I met girls in Kenya telling me exactly the same. Fantastic girls telling me, when I'm a grown-up, I want to be the president of Kenya. Fantastic girls who could not go to school while they were menstruating. Why not? They didn't have they didn't have sanitary pads. They didn't have toilets in school where they could change themselves, etc. So also they could not wash themselves. They didn't have sex-segregated toilets independently now of menstruation. They didn't have sex-segregated toilets in school. So how could they attend school? I met a father in Slovenia who belonged to the Roma community, and he told me in tears that they lived in a settlement, in a Roma settlement, no access to water, no access to sanitation, nothing. And one day his daughter came home. She was a teenager, around 15 years of age. She arrived home crying and saying, I don't want to go back to school. And the father asked, why not? And she said, because the kids are teasing me because I stink. And the father told me, of course she stinks. We don't have access to water at home. She cannot take a shower. And I asked the father, what did you do? And he said, I hugged her and I cried with her, and the girl stopped going to school. So this shows us how fundamental it is to invest in water, because there is a domino effect. You invest in water, you are empowering girls. You are allowing women. I met fantastic women in Bangladesh living in an informal settlement that put together a hygiene club. And they started sewing sanitary pads to allow them to go to work while they were menstruating. So it empowers women, it creates more wealth, it allows for education, it enables health. Let me give you an example regarding health. I was talking with somebody who was telling me about the fact that many hospitals are only ready for male doctors. So they don't have sex-segregated toilets, they have the toilets for the male doctors. So if there are only toilets for male doctors, female doctors don't want to go and work there because they don't want to share the same toilet with the men. And what does this mean? That women are much less likely to go to those hospitals because they feel ashamed of exposing their bodies to men, to the male doctors. So you see the impact this has on women's health?